If you are in a 1031 exchange, either now or in the near future, this video is for you. I'm going to share with you our top 8 best proven tips to buy a triple net property for your 1031 exchange. First and foremost, a triple net property is the best replacement alternative for your 1031 exchange. The tenant takes care of pretty much everything and your rental income is net. Hi, my name is Alex Casablanca. We are a boutique brokerage firm based in Orlando, Florida, specializing in selling triple net investment properties. We represent triple net buyers and 1031 exchange investors in finding and negotiating the best triple net property according to their investment goals and risk tolerance. Now, let's get started with our top 8 best proven tips to buy a triple net property for your 1031 exchange. Tip number 1. Start early. Starting early is one of the most important factors for a successful 1031 exchange. Once you put your property on the market, now is the time to start assembling an experienced group of the following 4 key professionals. First, you need to team up early in the process with an experienced and knowledgeable triple net buyer's broker that can represent your interests exclusively. Remember, the seller's broker represents the best interest of the seller, not your best interest as a buyer. Your buyer's broker is your strategic partner that will not only help you searching for suitable properties, but will also help you navigating the complexities of the market. As your buyer's broker, we will handle pretty much everything on behalf of you, from market research, property evaluation and selection, offer negotiations, due diligence, and closing coordination. The other members of your team will be the following professionals: an experienced real estate attorney, preferably with previous experience in triple net transactions. Then, an experienced accountant that is knowledgeable of the IRS 1031 exchange rules and guidelines. And finally, you must choose your 1031 exchange intermediary company that will be the recipient of the proceeds of the property that you are selling. So it is important to choose them early in the process. Starting early by assembling the right group of professionals is the key to a successful 1031 exchange closing. Tip number 2, define your acquisition criteria. In other words, know exactly what you're looking for. Your acquisition criteria will be a determinant factor in the success of your transactions, so have the following clear from the get-go. First, define your price target. What is the net dollar amount to replace from your 1031 exchange proceeds? Then, it is important to have a clear indication of your cap rate expectations, preferred locations, and tenants of interest to focus on. Having a clearly defined investment criteria from the beginning is very important. As your buyer's broker, we will focus on looking for properties that are strictly aligned with your criteria. Tip number 3, focus on Amazon-proof type of tenants. And who are those? In other words, focus on companies that provide essential and irreplaceable product or service to the consumer. And what are those products or services? Well, food, gas, medical care, groceries, discount or dollar stores, convenience stores, among others. Bear with me on this. The best triple net property for your 1031 exchange is the one in which the tenant provides an essential and irreplaceable product or service to the consumer. Those products or services that the consumer cannot buy in Amazon, neither now nor in the foreseeable future. As we all know, technology has created drastic changes in consumer spending and behavior. Nowadays, we can buy pretty much anything on Amazon. So it is very important to focus our search on properties and brand names that could be considered Amazon-proof. Tip number 4, do not limit your property search to just one state or one area. Most investors initially start looking for properties near to where they live or in an area that they are most familiar with. Although that is not necessarily wrong, have this concept in mind. The best property is not the one that is closer to where you live. The best property is the one with the best location, the best tenant, the best demographic, and the best real estate fundamentals in general. If that property happens to be close to where you live, that would be the ideal scenario. If not, we will help you finding a replacement property with the best real estate fundamentals regardless of where that property is located. Location is one of the most important factors when choosing a triple net property, so it is important to choose wisely. Tip number 5. Start submitting offers once the due diligence period of the property that you are selling expires. Once you have a clear picture of when you are going to close on your existing property is when you start submitting offers. Usually, that is when the due diligence period expires and you know for sure that the selling of your property will move forward. As your buyer's broker, we will start actively looking for properties within your criteria and assist you in start submitting offers on the ones that you are most interested in. Tip number 6. Have your number 1 property selection under contract before your 45 days identification period expires. This one is the absolute most important. The only way to secure a property is by putting it under contract. Some investors focus on submitting as many offers as they can, but by submitting offers or even having them accepted, you don't secure a property. Yes, you need to identify 3 properties, but you have to buy one, and that number 1 should be put under contract in order to secure it as quickly as possible in the process. As your buyer's broker, we work with the goal of helping you to have your number 1 property selection under contract before your 45 days identification period expires. Your real estate attorney will be a key part of that process as well. He or she should move quickly and decisively, reviewing all the documentation so you can secure your number 1 option under contract as quickly as possible. Tip number 7. Go and visit the property. Once you have your number 1 property selection under contract, if you are planning to go and see the property, arrange a visit to the property as quickly as possible so you can be sure early in the process that you feel comfortable and you don't have any objections with the property or the location. Tip number 8. Close on your first property selection, ideally no later than 30 days after the 45 days identification period expired. Now is the time to close, and you should close as early as the circumstances of the transaction make it possible. Although the IRS give you a total of 180 days to close since the day that you close on your property, I always recommend my clients to aim to complete the closing no later than 30 days after your 45 days identification period has expired. The sooner the better to avoid last-minute delays. So let's do a quick recap here. The top 8 best proven tips to buy a triple net property for your 1031 exchange are: number 1, start early by assembling an experienced group of professionals, a buyer's broker, an attorney, an accountant, and your 1031 exchange intermediary company. Tip number 2, define your acquisition criteria. Know your price target, your cap rate expectations, your tenants of interest, and location. Tip number 3, focus on Amazon-proof tenants. Tenants that provide essential product or service to a consumer. Tip number 4, do not limit yourself to just one state or one area. The best property is the one with the best real estate fundamentals. Tip number 5, start by submitting offers once you have a clear picture of the closing date of your existing property. Tip number 6. Have your number one property selection under contract on or before your 45 days identification period expires. Tip number 7. Arrange a visit to the property that you put under contract. Tip number 8. Close on your first property selection, ideally 30 days after your 45 days identification period has expired. Although a 1031 exchange process could be seen as stressful and overwhelming, the key is to start early and hire the key competent professional to assist you. If you do that, the process can really become really straightforward and stress-free. We specialize in representing triple net buyers and 1031 exchange investors. We have the knowledge and expertise to guide you along the way, from market research, identifying potential properties, submitting offers and negotiating them, due diligence, up to the closing table. We have helped many triple net investors and 1031 exchange buyers in finding and negotiating the best triple net property according to their investment goals and risk tolerance. Moreover, we represent our buyers for free since we get paid from the seller. And we also pay for our buyers' closing costs up to a maximum of $10,000. This incentive will offset, or in some cases cover completely, the majority of buyer closing cost expenses, such as title fees, attorney's fees, recording fees, among others. We are the brokers that give you more in exchange of your trust. If you have any questions or need guidance with your upcoming 1031 exchange, feel free to call or email me anytime, and I will be in contact with you shortly. Thank you so much for watching this video, and if you found this helpful, please like this video and consider subscribing to the channel for more upcoming videos about triple net properties. You can also visit our website at www.casablancacre.com. I am Alex Casablanca, and I am looking forward to working with you in your next 1031 exchange closing. Have a great day.